Welcome to the Cryptoverse, guys. My name is Brandon and I am back with another video for you guys today. Today we're going to be talking about Harmony because a couple days ago they announced a full stack partnership with Frax Finance, which is a part of the TradeFi to DeFi hackathon that they had a couple days ago. I'll leave a link to the description for that article if you guys want to read that. And also, after we talk about the article, we will jump into some price action for Harmony 1, and then special announcement. I have my first mining rig video going up on the channel live pretty soon. I'm just waiting for the frame to come in, and then we're going to put that together, and I'm going to bring you guys along on my mining journey for the channel. So with that being said, let's roll the intro and let's hop into some price action for Harmony 1. Welcome to the Cryptoverse, guys. So here's the article. Frax Finance and Harmony announced full stack partnership. This was published on July 23rd or 21st, so 2 days ago. For the guys who don't know what Frax is, intro to Frax. Frax is a paradigm in stablecoin design. It is the first and only stablecoin with parts of the supply backed by collateral and parts of the supply algorithmically. Frax is decentralized with a high anonymous algorithmic approach with no active management. The protocol they have built is aimed to creating the first scalable, trustless, stable, and ideologically pure on-chain money. So basically they're, making scaleless or scalable, trustless, stable, pure on-chain money. So that's a good thing, And then bridging Frax and FXS to Harmony. Frax will be bridging an initial 1 million to Harmony and creating a liquidity pool for Frax USDC on Sushi on Harmony. As initial usage ramps up, additional features such as governance and AMOs will be deployed. So Frax is the token, and then FSX is the governance token that you will use for, all the governance things. And then deploy Frax on Harmony. Frax and Harmony are also partnering for the Harmony Bridging TradeFi to DeFi Hackathon. 50,000 prizes available for teams building projects that integrate Frax on Harmony. And that is the Bridging TradeFi to DeFi Hackathon that I'll have a link to that in the description for the people who want to read the article about the hackathon. And then this about Frax. Frax is the first fractional algorithmic stablecoin protocol. Frax is open source, permissionless, and entirely on-chain. The end goal of Frax protocol is to provide a highly scalable, decentralized, algorithmic money in place of fixed supply digital assets like Bitcoin. So that is basically it for the partnership for Frax and Harmony. Always a good thing. Harmony constantly stacking partnerships on top of partnerships, so that is always good for Harmony. And then let's check the price action on coin market cap for Harmony right now. The market cap currently sitting around 678 million. The trading volume is down 48% at 18 million, and Harmony is currently sitting at 6.5 cents, and just barely up 0.5%. So let's go ahead and hop on into the charts for Harmony 1. So today we're just going to be looking at one chart again. I figured that it's a little bit more confusing, or just too much on the screen for you guys. So we'll just be looking at one chart and flipping between the time frames here. So on my Twitter, I posted that we formed a higher low, which we did here with these two circles. So this low, and then we formed this higher low about 3 days ago. And we are currently pushing back up to the upside. Volume is kind of dropping off. So me personally, I'm expecting this move here to not much go too much higher. Maybe we come up to here at 7 cents, which was a resistance point before. And then we end up breaking that on July 6th. Which started that trend that I was talking about a couple of weeks ago on my channel. But I'm expecting maybe we come up there, touch somewhere on 7 cents, and then start to come down, and maybe we come back here and test at 5 cents, or even we come to the bottom of this area of value here at which would be 4 cents, almost 5 cents. But that is what I'm looking at for Harmony's price action in the short term. As of right now, we are still currently below the 20 moving average here. Also, it looks like the 50 moving average could potentially be coming to meet us up here at this price at 7 cents. That I'm thinking will come up to before we potentially, start to come down and test some even lower prices. That's what I'm seeing for Harmony. That is what it looks like is happening. And then we still have this area of value above us still here in between this range, sitting at 7 cent and basically 9 cent. And then if we go into the hood on this, let's see what's going on. For the 4 hour, we are above the 20 moving average, which is a good sign for, you know, the short term. We're above the 20 moving average. It looks like volume is starting to dry up a bit. If you look at it, let's get this out of the way so you guys can see. It's kind of hard because these indicators here, but as you see, we're still below the average volume. Volume is starting to drop off. If you see from here, which was July 21st, we had some decent volume, and then it starts to, you know, cool down, which was, so here's July 1st, which was this day. Price was still going up, volume's dropping off. That is why I think this move will start to, you know, potentially come down and test that area that I was talking about here. Test this area, or test this area here that we broke out on. If I just put that line there, or we potentially come down and test, you know, the bottom that the low that we just put in on the chart, which is at around like 5 cent, low 5 cent. And then the breakout point for that for this 4 hour chart for the low that we formed was here. We ended up breaking out at like high 5 cents. So that is what I'm thinking we'll come to test here. Come test high 5 cent, potentially make our way back up, sit on the top of the box like here. We broke out of the box, came back, touched the box, and took off a little bit. That is what I think could potentially happen. We come back in the box, or we just come back, touch the box again, and then continue up. And then another situation that could possibly happen is, you see the 20 moving average is coming to meet us. Maybe we sit on the 20 and then continue up from there and not even touch the box. Those are some potential scenarios that I'm looking at. And also we are sitting just slightly below the 50 if we were to zoom in on this so we could like see. We are just sitting just slightly above it. If you guys can see it there, looks like it's coming down like this, and we're sitting just slightly on it like that. That is for the 4 hour chart. And if we were to check an hourly chart, I usually don't use hourly charts, but if we check the hourly chart just to see what is going on in the background, we are currently back above all the EMAs. So for short term, Harmony is looking very good. All the EMAs, we are currently above the 20, the 50, 100, and we are currently also back above the 200 moving average on the daily chart. But like I said, it looks like the volume here is dropping off on the way up. So that is why I think the price could potentially be getting ready to come down and, you know, gain some more strength. But I could be wrong there. Maybe we continue up some more, come up to this green arrow here, or this green line here, you know, butt heads with that, and then come down. Or we could even possibly go even higher and come into this next area of value up here. And if we just go to a daily chart to, you know, see that a lot better, up here within this box here where we formed an area of value, that is another potential scenario that I'm looking at for Harmony 1. But let's check. So the article came out on the 21st. Looks like the price did a very nice rally on July, or that's July 7th, excuse me. I was looking at the year. This is July 21st. So yeah, still had a nice range candle on some nice volume that day. Not sure if the article was the reason for this, but that is the day the article came out. So we could just say that maybe the article had some play in that. On July 21st, Harmony had this nice range candle on some nice volume. And then let's just check the weekly chart for Harmony and see what's actually going on. So as you can see for the weekly chart, oops, there we go. Harmony's also made a higher low for the weekly chart. If we were to just, you know, get rid of some of these green lines, so we can clear up some of this for you guys. And we can also get rid of this channel. If we were to, you know, that is the downtrend for the weekly channel. So we want to break, or for the weekly chart, we want to break above this to, you know, kind of give us a confirmation signal. I always want to compare more than one confirmation signal together. You don't always want to use one. You can use one, but that is not how I like to do it. I like to see multiple confirmations come in instead of just one, because it, you know, just gives you more confluence on what's going on. But if we were to look at this, as you guys can see, we came here, up, down, up, down. So we made a higher low for the weekly chart also. Now we want to see some higher highs come in for Harmony. so that, you know, it'll give us, you know, some hopium that things could potentially be turning around once we start to see some higher highs and higher lows come in. That is, you know, potentially could be showing us the signs of reversal coming in if we start to see higher highs and higher lows. As of right now, we only have higher lows. We want to see both of those come in to, you know, give us that confluence that things could be potentially changing. But if I were to just draw like a little simple trend here for, you know, maybe people don't know how to draw a trend, I'll just draw a quick one. If I can find my trend tool that I use to draw, I'll just use the arrow. So you take here to low, and if we do it again, I'll draw like the major trends, and then there to the next lowest point, and then that's the next highest point, and then that's the next low, as of what we have for now. So it honestly looks like Harmony could potentially be, you know, stuck within this range here for a while, and then take off from there. That looks like what it could potentially be. As you see, we got this here, then we got a higher low there, and then we got the higher the lower high there. So that looks like it could potentially be getting set up for a range within this area here between, let's put a box around that. So from here to there, it looks like this could potentially be a, you know, accumulation area potentially for Harmony 1 between 4 cent and 9 cent. And I stress potentially on that because there's still downside that could potentially be had also if Bitcoin continues to, you know, plummet. So I'm just looking at this as a potential area of accumulation. So that is what I'm looking at for Harmony. Harmony still, for me, long-term bullish. I love Harmony. They always got new stuff coming out, new partnerships, new everything, new D-apps, everything for Harmony. It's just, you know, always go, go, go. Harmony's a very good project to me. But for Harmony 1, on a daily chart, we do want to see us get back above this 20 MA and also the 50 to regain some of that strength. And then also for the weekly chart, we still have a long way to go before we get above the 20 again for the weekly chart. Once we can get above the 20 for the weekly chart, then things may potentially start to switch around and we can get to moving back up to the upside. But before then, let's work on the daily chart, getting that price action back above the 20 and also the 50, and then, you know, start to work for the weekly chart. Well, that is it for me, guys. Go follow me on Twitter. I'll have my Discord link in the description below. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's see if we can get this video above 10 likes. And then I'll have the article link in the description to the Frax Harmony full stack partnership, and I'll also have a link to the article about the Harmony Hackathon for the people who want to go read that. So see you guys in the next one. Cryptoverse out of here.